Well, I thought I'd post up this video because I wasn't able to work on the buggy much this weekend. So this is where I was. I was at the NorCal Stampede or Metalcloak Stampede. It's at a track. It's called Prairie City SVRA, which is, I guess, my home track. It's right around the corner from me. It's always a great opportunity to go to these races, check things out. There's lots to be learned, many different designs, different cars, different classes of cars, and it's always a good time. I was there helping out the TWWC team, which is Toyota of Walnut Creek, primarily helping Trent Roberts, and he had two cars he was driving there. He's got a 4800 car and a 4600. 4600 is stock. 4800 is Legends class. And on the team total, there was 4 cars in the pits. 3 4800 class cars, and then the one 4600 class car, which is a stock car, and it happens to be a 4th gen 4Runner. And here's a shot of it. It's pretty modified, even though it's a stock car. It's got 74 weld portals on it and a bunch of other goodies. It's also got the Marlin Crawler long travel front suspension on it, and it's running the stock 4.7 Toyota V8. Of course, it's got a supercharger on it. Here's a funny backstory. I found these Roadrunner gussets on it, and people that know me know that a good friend of mine and mentor, Jason Stanley, used to own a company called Locked Up Fab. He actually sold it to Marlin, and these Roadrunner gussets are the same, basically the same logo that's I'm running on the back of my rock crawler buggy, my fuel cell mount. So it's pretty cool to see his stuff on a car, and nobody knows who put them on there. It must have been from the previous owner, but kind of a cool deal. So we'll do a quick little walk around on Trent's 4800 car. This is an older goat built Ibex chassis, and it's really interesting to look at other cars and see how they package stuff. I think Trent's been running this car for about 6 years, and if you've watched my build vlog on the buggy, you can see how much time it's taken me to figure out packaging on the front end, because especially on a front engine car, everything is so tight in there, and this car is no exception. There's a lot going on. You can see the upper and lower shock mounts. You can see the sway bar there, the bump stops, and when I say tight, this is no exception. You can see how close the pinion is, or the front axle input is to the upper link mounts. Upper link mounts are super close to engine pulleys, or the pulleys on the engine. There's a lot going on, and it's really cool to walk around rigs and see how things are packaged and put together. On the back end here, the first thing I noticed is the custom shocks that I think were done by Wayne over at Alltech, and I've been watching some of his videos. He's a wizard. But most recent modification to this was a new fuel cell and fuel cell mount. That's why you can see some fresh welds on there and some new added tubes. His old fuel cell was leaking, so he added this newer 35-gallon Jeep Speed. I think it's 32-gallon Jeep Speed fuel cell. Back end, you see how massive the rear axle is, how everything is trussed. Packaging on the sway bar. I think we'll drift up here to the top, check out the rear radiator, dual cooling fans, little radiator reservoir, all the tubing and lines going around the catch cans in case of a rollover. Again, modified custom shocks. The 4800 class is a single shock per corner. So as long as you stay with a single shock per corner, you can modify them however you want. Little view of the cockpit, the interior, very simple, very straightforward. It's a race car. Radio equipment up there, another fire extinguisher, and then cameras. He's live streams on I forgot the name of the service, but you can do they live stream during the races. So I believe this is the first heat race in the 4600 class, and you get a little video, a little view of how 4Runner works. Had a little trouble earlier on in the race with the 4Runner. Blew a steering line. Had to re-bleed the steering system, and there was trouble with fuel delivery, so Kent ran out and got a new fuel pump, and that seemed to solve the problem. Car looks pretty good to my not so expert eye here. And Trent's kind of moving up in the pack. He's a hell of a wheel man. I think he could drive just about anything. This is the backside, and this is where I spent the majority of my time during the races, was spotting the backside here. There's a set of triples there that can really kick you out of shape if you don't hit them just right. And this hairpin turn up at the top and coming around the back, and some things to kind of notice right here on this landing. So something to work on for the next race is some tuning of that front end, I think. Get another shot here at the next lap. Pretty top heavy. Kent says this car weighs 6,000 pounds. I'm not sure about that because they've stripped everything out of it, but just not real happy there on the front end. But can be improved. That's the thing. You're always learning. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. I know it's a little bit different than stuff I normally do. If you liked it, please leave a comment. Maybe if you want to see more about Trent's car or any of the cars, we can do more video. If you want me to interview, I was thinking about maybe interviewing Trent and talking to him about racing. We'll do that on the next one maybe. Well, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. See you next time.